Hey guys, I'm making a vegan and gluten-free chocolate cupcake that is pretty low in fat. Stick around for the recipe. Here I'm going to make 4 flax eggs, which is 10 tablespoons of water to 4 tablespoons of flax meal. This is Bob's Red Meal, I just keep it in the freezer. I'm going to put this together, give it a stir, set it to the side to thicken up. Next, I'm going to make buttermilk, which is 1 cup of unsweetened plain almond milk and 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, or distilled vinegar is actually what I'm using. Here are the ingredients, which will be listed at the end of the video. Here I am adding baking soda to my buttermilk mixture that is going to go into my bowl. Now I'm adding the flax egg, and I will give that a stir. I like to scrape out everything, waste not, want not. Next I'm going to add my sugars, which is cane sugar, maple syrup, and all of these measurements will be in the description below. And then I'm going to add the applesauce and give that a good mix. And I'm adding the vanilla and salt and cocoa powder to the bowl. Give that a good mix. Make sure to scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl to make sure there's no flour stuck. That's the almond meal, oat flour, and Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 gluten-free flour blend. It does seem lumpy, that's just the almond meal. I will add that I did include a 1/2 cup of water to replace oil. This recipe makes 24 cupcakes, so I have lined 24 cupcake liners with a little bit of cooking spray in them. Unfortunately, I have not been able to keep these from sticking without it. You can use silicone, which I intend to do in the near future. Give them a tap on the counter to prevent air bubbles and pop them in a 375-degree oven. For the frosting, we're going to use chocolate chips. And these are vegan. They have cocoa butter, not milk fat. It does say may contain milk, but that's just because they are processed in a facility that uses milk. I heated up some almond milk in the microwave and then added the chips and let them sit for a minute, but they weren't melted. So I wanted to pop them in the microwave for 30-second intervals until it is nice and smooth. Once it melts the chocolate, then you are going to add 1/4 cup of vegan butter to the chocolate. Once that melts, you are going to then add powdered sugar and blend. Then we are going to pop this into the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. Once it's removed, it's kind of thick, and you'll just add powdered sugar to taste. We don't really like it super sweet, and you don't want to deflate that air that you've whipped into it. The description below will give you a guideline, but you can add less or more powdered sugar to your liking. Once you have this mixed, you will see the texture. This is what you want. I'm using a 2D Wilton tip and a 1M Wilton tip to frost the cupcakes. Here's the tip. Once you get the Wilton tips in, twist the plastic bag, then tuck it into the tip. Put that into a glass. Fold the edges around the glass. That gives you some stability. Fill your piping bag. And then once you have it to your desired fullness, which you don't want to go too full, lift it up and untwist the bag. That will keep any and all of your icing in the bag and not all over your counter. My kids and my husband like a lot of icing. I prefer just a little. As you can see, this recipe, the cake has no refined oil or butter. The icing has 1/4 cup, which is really not that much when you think about how many cupcakes we are icing. It's a nice little indulgent. I don't always have to have the icing, and the cake is moist and delicious. This is a great alternative to any cupcake that you might have had when you were eating dairy. Your Omni family won't know the difference. I hope you liked this video. We have decorated these with a little roasted hazelnut on one. The other one has some shredded coconut unsweetened with some almonds and then some sprinkles. Hope you guys will give this a try, and if you do, let me know how it is down in the comments. If you have any other recipe ideas, please leave them below also. And we will see you next time. Bye.